In this video lecture, we are going to start what is cookie in Servlet. Servlet we know is a server-side program which extends the properties of a web server. Now discuss what is cookie. Cookie is a small piece of textual information which is created on server side and later it is stored on browser client side. Means always cookie will be stored on browser, but it will created on server side. A cookie mechanism is used by the web application developer for the state management. To achieve this, we need to explicitly coding by using Servlet API. A cookie has a name and value, and later the cookie can have path, comments, domain qualifiers, version number, and maximum age, etc. are optional. There are two types of cookie. One is non-persistent cookie that is valid for single user, and persistent cookie that is valid for multiple sessions. Now we'll discuss how to implement this cookie mechanism in our web application. Step to implement cookies in web application. First of all, we will create the object of a cookie class. Now, how can you create the object of a cookie class? Cookie C equal to new cookie. Here we can pass the name and value of the cookie. Second step, making the cookie as persistent means setting lifespan of a cookie. Means how much time the cookie will persist in the browser. Here already we have created C. C is the object of a cookie. C dot set max age in seconds. How much time it will store? The time you can send in seconds. So step 3, sending the cookie to the browser. Once cookie is created, then you can send the cookie to the browser. That is response dot add cookie. And you can pass the object of a cookie inside the add cookie methods. Next step, in the servlet, in order to retrieve the cookie, we can call the following methods. Cookie, the array of C equal to request.get cookie. This method is used to retrieve the cookie in the servlet. Now let's discuss one web application where we can implement the cookies mechanism. I want to create one index.html file, one web.xml file, and two servlet files. First, discuss what is this index.html file. This file contains name and password, okay, and one input button submit. Once user enter the name and password, and the action is validate. This action will go to web.xml file of URL pattern. Check whether the URL pattern is validate. Yes, validate. What is the corresponding class name? CC. This class name will match whether the servlet class name is same or not. Yes, CC. Then corresponding class my servlet will be loaded. My servlet class will be loaded into the memory. Next my servlet dot java file will start. What is this my servlet dot java file? This java file contains the method do post. Here my class extends HTTP servlet. Once your class extends HTTP servlet, you have to write do get or do post method. Here I am writing do post method. This method contains two objects. One is HTTP servlet request, second one is HTTP servlet response, and this method always throws IO exception and servlet exception. Now in the background, here I am retrieving the username. Request.get parameter username. It will store user in the HTML file. When user enters the name of the user, then it will retrieve the username, and what is the second name? It will retrieve the password. If the password is 1234, if I am giving the condition, if the password is 1234, then it will create the cookie. What is the name of the cookie? It will create the cookie having two objects. Cookie C equal to new cookie, and this is name and value. Name and value. Now I have created the cookie. Now I want to send the cookie to the browser. How can you send? Response.add cookie. Second point, response.add cookie. This application is created the cookie and this then send the cookie to the browser. Next web application, I want to I want to retrieve the cookie. What is the next step? Response.send redirect ./csc means it is giving one link where it will redirect the link to the csc. It will go to the web.xml file. In the web.xml file, it will check whether the URL pattern is csc. Yes, csc. What is the corresponding class name? This class name will check what is the public class name of the sublet Once these two is matched, then the class will be loaded. What is the name of the class? First sublet will be loaded. Here this is my first sublet. In the first sublet, I want to retrieve the cookie which was created in my sublet.java file. Let's discuss how can you write this first sublet. You import this package, then your class extend HTTP sublet class. Inside the sublet class, same do post method, and I am writing response.set content type print writer out equal response.get data. This is the logic of the main program. Cookie C equal to request.get cookie. This method is used to retrieve the cookie from the sublet. Next, I want to print welcome plus cookie. How can you print? The array dot get value. One method is there inside the cookie which will retrieve the cookies from the sublet. And let's discuss what is the advantage and disadvantage of cookie. The advantage is simplest technique for maintaining the state. Cookie are maintained at client side. Disadvantage, it will not work if cookie is teachable from the browser. Only textual information can be set in a cookie object. Third disadvantage is cookie can store maximum of 300 cookies in its browser. Thank you.